to the zone where the numbers don't lie. Breaking it down, play by play, eye to eye. Stats on the board, heat in the booth, fast takes, deep dives, searching for truth. From the court to the field, it's precision we bring. With a mic and a metric, we dissect everything. Analytics, this, where the game gets real. Feel the data, hear the steel. Crunching numbers, calling plays. Running hot takes every day. Beyond the highlights, behind the scenes, we break it down, no in-betweens. Legacy, power, tactics, and grit. If it's in the game, we're talking it. Analytics, this, say it loud. Analytics. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Lysandra. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you reposting the show. Thanks, guys. Yep, Posh is doing nurse duty tonight, so she can't be here. So I appreciate it. My friend from Bougie Sports Squad Pod, Lysandra. Hey, you could find her on Twitter at Lysandra. You can find me on Twitter at lmarconi251, on Instagram at lmarconi1973, on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So cool. Hey, we're here to talk. You had a great time today. You were at the Cleveland Guardians home opener. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't officially go to the game, but Lana and I went downtown.
Okay.
We started the morning off. We did it the smart way. We met out in Independence and got a round trip Uber. And yeah, well, she had things to do. So we set up a round trip Uber, got downtown, went to Flannery's, had a good time, and just kind of walked over to like the Thirsty Parrot and all the surrounding areas over there. But it was kind of nice because we didn't have to pay that ridiculous parking fee. And we grabbed our return Uber back and just rode our happy asses off into the sunset after we got our lit,
Opening game win. Yes. That was
Yeah,
a good game to watch. I watched it at home, so
Oh,
it's
see, I
also
didn't have a chance to watch the game because I was too busy doing what I do
it was
downtown.
a big 3-run seventh inning.
Yeah.
One of them was There was that we have the Guardians won 4-1 over the Cubs, so it's a fun game to watch.
It's
My
always good when they win the opening day
yeah
game. Like that's
yeah.
like that like sets a tone, I think, for the rest of the season, if you ask me.
We'll see what happens. I think they're a playoff team. They were last year. I mean, well, historically, I don't know if you knew this. Last year, in the history, when baseball went to divisions in 1969,
hmm
Cleveland was 15 and a half games back from Detroit in July.
hmm
They came back and won the division. That's never happened in the history of divisions in baseball until last year.
Yeah, well, yeah, last season that run that they had, that was just amazing to
That was
watch. Like
historic. It was
it
unbelievable.
was like I couldn't believe it when I saw it. There were even there's no words for that. Like it
Oh
was
yeah, and
amazing.
did you see who threw out the first pitch today? Was the Olympic gold medalist from the women's hockey, Layla Edwards.
Oh yeah, she was throwing out the first pitch. Yep.
hmm
Yep.
Andre
I
Knott
wish
did
I
an
went to
interview.
the game, like, but I
Yeah,
had,
I thought
I
you
got
said you were
mom.
there. Yeah, but go ahead.
I went downtown. Like we went
hmm
downtown to participate in all the festivities surrounding the opening day.
Yeah.
But by the time we decided to collaborate and have a good time that day, it was already sold out and everything. So yeah, it was just one of those things where you just kind of go downtown and meet up with a bunch of friends and have a good time.
Absolutely. That's what it's. I think even it's like with Browns games too. It's it's hanging out with people you know and you're friends with before the game. The tailgating, the camaraderie. I think a lot of it has to do with that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the last time I saw you. was which I can't remember. I was there with Christine. I was there with you. Were there by the Top Dog tailgate last season?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Was that the
Yeah. I've been.
Baltimore game? Was that the Baltimore game? I think because you went in place of
Yes, I
Lana.
went to the
Lana,
Ravens game
yeah,
for
Lana
yeah.
was sick for
Lana was sick.
yeah, Lana was sick. Okay, well I
Mhm.
guess she's feeling better, so that's good.
Yeah, I know. I would hope so.
Yeah, well I mean,
No, that was such a fun time. Like I saw
yeah.
you at the tailgate, and
Well,
that was a really
I didn't see you. I just heard you. It's like hello, hello. I started. Oh, hey. It was just. It was. You was. I was there with Christine, and we are just trying to find people we knew. I was just like,
Mhm.
maybe somebody here, and then, yeah. So that's cool. And today
Yeah.
is Good Friday, so happy Easter for everybody this weekend.
I know. For what it's worth, I did
Hmm.
have fish and chips at the bar today, so I
Oh,
did
okay.
fish.
You didn't eat meat. Okay, that's
No, I
good.
didn't. I really didn't. I
Like a
did
good
fish.
Catholic girl that you are.
I try to be a good Catholic girl, but I mean, oh my God, dude. Let's not even go there.
No, 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 no. That's a whole different podcast. So,
It is.
but
Yeah, lots of days in confession and lots of
yeah.
shame.
A little bit before we get to the Brown stuff, a little bit more Cleveland Cavaliers late last night at Golden State. They beat
Yeah.
the Golden State Warriors, and it was in San Francisco.
Hmm.
Since it was late at night, it was in California. They clinched the playoff spot. They are
Yes, they
currently
did.
the fourth seed, one
Yeah.
game back from the Knicks for the third seed. If the playoffs started today, they'd be playing the Atlanta Hawks. But if they get to the third seed, they'll probably end up playing the Philadelphia 76ers. So I would rather play Philadelphia. I'd rather be the third seed, personally, but they could be. They could end up there. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Cavs right now, the addition of James Harden has been like a huge boost for the team.
Absolutely.
He's definitely brought out some of the best in Jared Allen with his ability to be able to read him go into the basket with
Hmm.
their chemistry, and that's been amazing. My worry right now is with Evan Mobley.
Hmm.
Um,
What
you
about
know,
him?
I just feel I don't know, like I feel like he's not being as effective as he could be. I really would like to see the Cavs peak at at this time of the season to where we're not having to worry about issues within the paint.
Mm.
I um I feel like the Cavs can be a lot more formidable in the paint if we had a little more productivity out of Mobley. Jared Allen has definitely stepped up since Harden has come to the team, and I
Hmm.
really like what they have going on. So, um, the other thing that I really hope is going into the playoffs that with the change of scenery with James Harden, with him being known as to not really kind of going far in the playoffs, I feel like he has a really good supporting cast to be able to take this team further than he's been able to take other teams in the playoffs.
I
So
agree.
yeah,
I agree with you on that. I think well, the team has to be tested in the playoffs too. I think when they're kind of I think before they're playing with the lineup, seeing what's working, seeing what's not working, kind of
yeah,
tinkering and little trial and error.
yeah.
So they should be. I think they'll be ready to go. It'll be an interesting playoff series. I could definitely see this team getting the Eastern Conference Finals. I could
No,
see
I
it.
definitely see it, but I think one of the big blockers right now is going to be the Celtics with Jason Tatum coming back
Hmm.
and him being successful, um, pretty successful in his comeback. Initially when he first came back, he was a little bit rusty and everything, but Jalen Brown is continuing to be productive with the Celtics. And,
Yeah.
with Cade Cunningham going down with his issues with uh, the Pistons, I feel like this is an opportunity for the Cavaliers to step up and be that opponent versus the Celtics to be able to come out of the East.
Yeah.
Um,
They could.
but yeah, it's very possible. But at the same time, like we have to find a way to be able to stop Jason Tatum. Jalen Brown is having, an MVP season in his, proving that he is able to be that number one man when their other superstars out. So
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm excited to see the playoffs coming up because I kind of when it happened, and I said I
hmm
didn't really pay too much attention to what they were doing, in a
hmm
sense that I wasn't thinking, okay, this is indicative. I knew what they were because I felt like they were tinkering, they were trying to figure out what worked and what didn't work. So I said, when the playoffs start, we'll know what they'll know what works versus what doesn't work, and that's why I'm
right.
really not that concerned. But the Celtics
Well,
are a good team.
the Celtics are a good team, but my concern lies around Kenny Atkinson and
Hmm.
last season where he had such a great set up with his rotation with the team, and it's almost like he strayed away from that in the playoffs, and he kind of just abandoned the rotation that he had coming off of the bench, and I think that it really kind of messed um, with
Hmm.
their rhythm and their chemistry going into the playoffs. And so, what I really hope is that, going into the playoffs this year, is that Kenny kind of takes a step back and kind of look takes a step back and just observes what works for the team as
Hmm.
opposed to just kind of just changing up everything so abruptly and messing with the chemistry of the team. So, like if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. Go into the playoffs with the players that are kicking ass and taking names,
Hmm.
and make the substitutions that you need to accordingly. But going into the playoffs, this is like, win
Yeah,
or go home.
yeah,
Like we don't need that load balancing. Like going into the playoffs, you got to get that shit done.
yeah. It's time to, what do you call it? Put up or shut up? Was what they say.
Yeah.
It's time to
Go
put
hard
up.
or go home.
Go
Offense
hard.
wins games, defense wins championships, blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
All the cliches
all
we'll say.
all of the awesome euphemism that you can use in the game of basketball, but
Yeah.
I love Kenny. I just really
Oh,
hope that he
I do too.
doesn't stray away from what is working, and he continues to put the players in there to be performing.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it now. I think there's 5 games left. They play the
Yeah,
Pacers. I almost said
and they
Pistons, the
clinched.
Pacers. They clinched. They're in the playoffs. It's just a
Yeah,
matter of where they're going to seed, and they could be third. They could be the
yeah.
third seed. So,
Yeah, they really need to make a push. Like this is the time of the season where you need to peak. Like,
mhm.
you can be like a top tier team in in the Eastern or the Western Conference, but what really matters is when you're peaking and the time that you're peaking, because these series are going to be 5 games, 7 games, and so these teams need to, and both sides, they need
Right.
to, um, you know, get their rosters together and actually like peak at the right time. Like not every team is going to be, you know, making it to the end there, of
No,
course.
no, no, no. Not every team's it. But I think this team has the talent to go deep into the playoffs. Absolutely.
Yes.
Whether they do
Yes.
or not, that's another story. So, but we think that
Yeah.
they should be able to.
Yeah.
Switching gears, the, everybody like freaked out about the Miles Garrett rumors.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go because this is a Browns show. We're going to get to the Browns now. Um, Really, I don't think they're going to trade him this year.
No.
If they do, it would be after June 1st. And I don't think they will. I think they made that move to be more flexible with the salary cap because that gives them $25 million to play with.
Hmm.
Plus, if he does want to go next year, we can do it. I mean, we can, but
Yeah.
we could work with him. It just makes them easier to trade. But I don't think it's in their cards this year. I think he wants to see what we do.
Yeah.
So,
I think so. I think that with the new coach and the new regime coming in, that I think he wants to see where the team is going.
mhm.
Um, and then there was that talk how the Browns wanted to kind of change the rules as far as like how they, how many first round picks can be traded, or I don't remember
five
how that
years,
rule
five
worked.
years of
Yeah,
first
yeah,
round
yeah, yeah.
picks. Yeah, 5
And
years ahead.
and once that happened, and it was almost like the timing with the restructuring of the contract, um, and that kind of talk, it kind of stirred like a whole bunch of stuff within the Browns community.
Yeah.
But and then you have Andrew Berry coming out saying that they have no intention of trading him, and then they redacted. What is it? Redacted. It's been a long day.
Yes, it has.
But they decided they didn't want to continue to pursue that rule change that they had initially pursued. But it's almost like it was almost like they were trying to plant the seed and get the conversation going. I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah, that's. I think it was. It was like something like that. They'll push back on it right away. They said we talked about it. They could bring it back next year.
Hmm.
Could you
Hmm.
imagine getting 5 first-round picks for Miles Garrett? Just
I mean, honestly, like it's not far fetched. Like he's putting out the numbers and he's earning his money. So, I
oh yeah.
mean,
I just wish he broke the sack record at home when I was there. I was
yeah,
at the Steelers game. They were running. They were scared to death of him in that game.
hmm,
I was yeah.
yeah,
And well, that's the thing too. That there's all kinds of rumors about it, but I think this is that time of the year. There's not a lot going on, so people need stuff to write about and talk about,
of
and they just say
course.
things. And
The off
like,
season is where all the rumors swirl.
yeah, it's like there was the guy Dan Orlovsky was saying Ty Simpson's better than Mendoza at quarterback, and I'm like,
Yeah, that was like a big thing too. And I'm just like, I mean,
I don't know. I'm just no. That was just him trying to get clicks and trying to get people talking.
it's almost
There's
like rage bait.
Yeah, in a way, it is. Like there's some
Mhm.
videos and reels that I'll see that I said this isn't real. This isn't true. This isn't
Yeah.
happening.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I just thought it was I just thought it was interesting when they were talking about it. Plus now there's rumors about what the Browns are going to do in the draft, and you're hearing all
Well,
kinds of who they're going to take at
I
6,
mean,
what
they
they're going to
made the
do.
moves that they needed to make on the offensive line. So
Hmm.
the logical step for me would be to look at getting a wide receiver for their first pick
Hmm.
in the draft. I don't see why they wouldn't.
No, I could see them taking Carnell Tate at 6. I could see them
That is
trade.
where I see it going,
I could
you know.
that's I could see them also trading down if there's a guy available and Dallas wants him. We go down to 12 and we get a first round pick next year. So we
Hmm.
have 2 first rounders next year. We're making up for those lost picks for Watson deal. Watson's
Yeah.
not playing. I'm tired of hearing this. If he plays, he's not going to start. He's cooked. I'm sorry. I don't see him playing. But go ahead. I just had to get that off my
I
chest.
have my feelings about him out like personally, but
Yeah.
right now the way that I'm seeing it is that there has been so much invested in Deshaun Watson that it's hard to think that they wouldn't attempt to try to see what he can do after his injury. And if he is able to, if he uh, if he is a formidable um, opponent to Shador for the starting job and he gets it, I mean, what can we do? I mean, we've put so much money into this guy. Like at this point, like we got to see what we can get out of him before we decide to like completely throw it away. Coming out of that injury, so it makes sense that they want to see what they can get out of him before they decide to really
Right.
throw in the towel.
And I don't, and I, that's true. I agree with that. I just don't think there's going to be much there. I remember 2024. I watched. I saw
I
him personally.
understand that. Like he doesn't have like the best resume with the Browns. I think he only played 19 out of 68 games with us.
Yeah.
And but the thing is you got to take into account like before he came to the Browns, he had an amazing season and um we I mean, we put so much money into him. We have to see what he has to offer. And we have a young quarterback that can back him up if they decide that this isn't, like if he hasn't recuperated and rehabbed his injury how we thought he was going to.
I think that shoulder injury cooked him
You think
because
so?
he couldn't throw the way he used to. I think that's what it was. It was that shoulder. It was a weird shoulder injury, and it's just. I think that's what did it. Now the two Achilles injuries will do that too. I mean,
Yeah.
God. I mean, so I hope he is. I hope he comes back and he plays great. But
Yeah.
I'd rather see what we got out of Shador because I think he's more of the future today. Right
I
now,
mean,
he'd be the
yeah.
future. But
Yeah, that makes complete sense. But at the same time, from a business perspective, like I'm sure Haslam's like, I need to see what this guy can do before we throw in the towel.
okay,
He might have been injured and everything, but we put so much money into this guy. And what's to say he ends up like rehabbing and taking us, several wins into the season. Like, I mean, we got to see what he can do,
of
and
course.
outside of my own personal feelings about him, I think that
Oh, do tell.
oh, he blocked me.
Did Deshaun
I
Watson
told,
blocked you?
yeah,
For, okay, for what?
I don't
I've been
even
blocked too.
know.
I've
I
been
don't
blocked
even
too.
know.
I don't know either.
I don't even know. Like honestly, when he was first announced to come here, I was like, "Hey, this might be a good thing
Hmm.
outside of all that other bullshit." And um yeah, I think there was like one time like where I was, right before I don't even remember what it was. I was just like, "Yeah, he needs to get it together." Or whatever. It was in a podcast. I was like, he needs to get it together before we decide, we're being impatient as Browns fans. And then like not too long after that, I was blocked. It was very weird, but
Yeah,
whatever.
it is what it is. So hey,
Yep.
I
Yep.
just I personally think Shador's the guy that's ahead right now. I
Yeah.
think they want to see what they got in him. They just want to know, and he's a good kid. I don't have a problem with him. I don't know why some people did, or all these things that were
It
made up
all has
about.
this, it's all surrounded with Dion. Like Dion kind of during
Hmm.
his tenure in the NFL, he just rubbed clubs the wrong way. And I think that maybe Shador is being unfairly treated due to maybe some of the things and the beliefs that his dad had during his time in the NFL. And I think that that's unfair. Um, and you want to talk about nepotism and all that other shit too, but he has obviously shown that he is capable of running an NFL offense. It's just he needs better coaching. And now that we have a different coach, that and Munkin made it clear that he likes Shador
Hmm.
and his style, and apparently he seems to like Watson too. So I'm very very interested to see how the quarterback competition plays out in this
Preseason
upcoming
and
season.
what they do in the preseason and stuff. Is that what
Yeah,
you mean? Yeah, yeah. I'd like
yeah,
to see
I'm
that
very
too.
interested in it. Like I really want to I want to see a true quarterback competition. Like I want to see what Deshaun Watson has been able to do after his injury. And as a Browns fan, like outside of my little personal tip with him, like as a Browns fan, like if he is able to put out the production that we're looking for in a quarterback and get the ball down the field, and we end up drafting Carnell Tate, when Jerry Judy ends up showing up again this season, um, and Fannin. And Deshaun Watson is known to like targeting his tight ends. So I mean, can you imagine if Deshaun Watson got his game back together, and him and Harold Fannin had an amazing connection.
Right.
So there's so many possibilities that can happen with that.
Hmm.
And I think that sometimes, outside of all of the outside noise and all the crap that he's done, like if he's able to produce, I think that Browns fans might be able to kind of like turn a cheek and go, you know what, we're winning. I
Yeah,
mean, let's be
yeah.
real here.
And all
If
the
we
cases are dismissed now. All of them are settled and
Yeah, and
dismissed.
if
Yep,
I
it's
mean,
all
if
good.
we are able to see Deshaun Watson turn a leaf and actually produce and start giving us some wins, I mean, I think that Browns fans are definitely gonna change their tune. I mean, the media is so fickle in general.
They're gonna shit on us no matter what, unless we
Yeah.
start winning consistently. So that's why I
Yep.
don't like it when other podcasters do that because I think it's cheap. I think it's hacky, and it's just shtick, and that's not a game I'll play.
Yeah.
But let me just throw this out there. We won 5 games last year with one of the worst offenses in the NFL,
Yeah.
right? Okay. If we have like a mid-level offense, the team thinks they could win 8 or 9 games. Is that reasonable? With the defense playing as good as it usually does. I mean, the defense had a
That's
great.
reasonable.
Hmm.
I think that's reasonable.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just as much as we had no business losing the first game against Cincinnati last year, I was there. We shouldn't have won the last game against Cincinnati because the defense scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Our offense was horrible in that game until
Uh,
the last drive.
I
Yeah.
think that our offense last season was just the most like anemic, crappy ass shit I haven't seen in years. Like it was just, I was very, very disappointed in how
We had no
Kevin
line.
Stefanski ran it, and I'm not surprised that we moved on from him. And I feel like Monken, after really thinking about it, I think that Monken is a refreshing change that the Browns need. Like they need that fire, they need that like no frills, like no bullshit approach to the game.
Well,
I think
I
it's
think
going to be interesting.
a change can be good. I didn't mind. I said if you want to get rid of a coach, you got to replace him with somebody better.
Oh yeah,
That's
you gotta go. Like if you're gonna make the change, you gotta go hard or go home. Like, I would have to say he's definitely completely opposite of Kevin Stefanski's style of coaching, just based on what I've seen and what I've heard. And I think that he's the change in culture that our team needs. I feel like there has been times throughout the years under Stefanski's coaching, like he is a great offensive mind, but I also feel like on a different level, he doesn't command the respect that I feel like
yeah.
players. Does that make sense? Like I feel like there's not much of a like a discipline with the team under Stefanski. Like there's a little bit of lackadaisical
There
play.
was a lot of mental errors. I thought last 2 seasons.
Yeah,
I will say that.
yeah,
Yeah, I know a lot of
yeah.
might disagree, but
She
but
can stop it. No,
it's okay, Lana. We love you,
I
Lana.
honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like Kevin Stefanski doesn't instill like the fear and respect in players that is needed in order to run
Hmm.
an efficient like defense and efficient offense and efficient special teams. And I feel like Monken coming in is going to change that culture. And I think he's going to change it for the better. He brings that grit that the Ravens had that sometimes, low key, I kind of envied. Um, as a Browns fan, sometimes you sit there and you see us playing our AFC North opponents, like you know the Bengals and the Steelers and the Ravens, and I just don't feel that intensity that I feel like I should be feeling from a team that's like from the AFC North. That grit, that defense, that like go get them, like
Yeah.
uh, Stefanski didn't like really command that with me, and I'm really hoping that Munkin is able to change that attitude. That
Were you upset that they didn't give the job to Schwartz, or are you happy they gave it to Munkin?
I
What
would
do you
have
think?
been happy either way. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know. I would have been happy either way. Like Schwartz looks like the badass on the sidelines with his sunglasses, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't take any shit." Um, but um, I wish I could get into the minds of the execs and just understand why they made that
Hmm.
particular decision, because I think Schwartz would have been a good fit too.
Okay.
But I feel like they went with Munkin just because of the fact that he was a little more offensive minded. And because of how anemic the Browns offense looked last season, I think that the ownership is looking to kind of shift their perspective on how the Browns offense is run and kind of give it a little bit of a
And they
spark.
wanted to keep Schwartz still. They still wanted him there, and he didn't
I
want to stay.
know.
So
I
I
know.
don't.
And I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, like you apply for the promotion, and you're pretty qualified, and you get uh you get that
Thanks, but no thanks. You don't need
yeah, you
that.
get the thanks but no thanks. That doesn't really help. So I
No,
can
no.
understand why he would do that, but
Nah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I think it might have been exaggerated of how he reacted. They said he threw a tantrum, which I don't know if he did that. He might have just took his stuff and left.
yeah.
Two things. Let me just call out a shout out to the sponsor, All That Butter, allthatbutter.com. It's on the description of the show. Click on the link. Thank you very much. Order up some beard butter. Stew15 is the 15% off your order is the promo code. So please take advantage of that. Also, a member, I don't know if she's a member of the Squad Pod or not, but Heather got married today.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yes,
our
so
friend Heather.
congratulations, Heather, our friend Heather.
Yes.
I think,
Hmm.
yep. So congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats to
Yes,
Heather.
yeah, to Heather and Ethan is celebrating a birthday. Oh,
Yes, I
that's
saw
awesome.
Ethan today. Yeah, look at that, the
Yeah, but
little
how
heart.
did you make the heart?
I
I saw
have
the
no
heart emoji.
idea. I did
It popped
it,
through
and it
there. I'm like,
just
how'd
like,
that? There it
see, look
goes.
at that.
Yes.
No, Ethan actually met us over at Flannery's.
I didn't even
Isn't
know he
that
came into
funny how
town.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in town. Look at that. Oh,
Awesome.
so he met us at Flannery's with his brother, and we celebrated his birthday, and so that was a really fun time. Yeah,
Well, yeah, I made sure to text him, wish him a happy birthday. He
yeah.
said thanks and everything.
Hmm.
So I knew he was. I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures of all of you on that big inflated chair.
Oh, that was so fun. Yeah, they had like some Twisted Tea promo out there, and we jumped on that big thing.
I guess it
It
had a
was,
weight limit. I said, well, I didn't jump on there, so I'm 250
yeah.
pounds. So
Yeah, there was a limit because after so many of us got on there, we all started sliding off of it. So we were trying to get a picture before we slid off.
yeah. But yeah, that's cool. So yeah, congratulations to Heather for getting married, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Good for her. So
Hmm.
I knew she got engaged recently, but they kind of did. They had a short engagement, so it's like they just
Yeah, that was a great surprise. Like I wish her all the best. Like
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, that happened earlier today. I know
Hmm.
she was talking
Yeah,
about like
and let's just do this. Let's just since I did all this. You guys, you're going to where are you going for the draft? You're going. You and Lana are going to be in Pittsburgh. Is that right?
yeah, the plan is me and Lana and Yvette are supposed to go down to the draft in Pittsburgh, take some footage, have a good time. I'm pretty shocked that I made it to the show as
I
well.
said it's going to be a great show. It's going to be
I,
great. It's going to be
I'm
good.
trying to be calm and
Christine laughed when I
collected.
said that today because he was at our house and we saw Steve today. Christine laughed and said it's going to be a good show.
Oh my
Go
God, I'm
ahead.
I'm really trying to be like, the stand-up person here, but oh
You
my
are
God,
doing
I've had
great.
me a day.
Yeah, it was a great day. It was a fun day. It was a fun time. Perfect
Yeah.
weather day too. I mean, usually
It
there's been
was. I
it's like
was
summer. It was like
Yeah,
summer today.
I was expecting it to rain, but I was roasting in the heat, and I felt like sardines, and the thirsty
Oh,
parrot, and then Flannery's finally got super
probably smelled
busy,
like an
and
armpit in there.
oh man, like a total fucking armpit. It was awful. But we had to get out of there. I was like, I can't do this. I can't
Well,
breathe.
that was like when we went to that Browns preseason game when it was like really hot. Do you remember that? It was
It
you, Shorty, me,
was,
and
but
Harvey. Yeah,
this It was, but this one, it was just like I felt like this, like walking through, like, and I
yeah,
had my beer, so I was like drinking, and like I thought some dude was gonna chip my tooth because it like, it was a hot mess in there.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So it was a hot day. So
it
it's
was, it was a fun
unusually
time
warm
though.
April. Yes, because
Yeah.
it could be 50 degrees tomorrow. I mean, it could be snowing. I mean, we wake up to snow in the morning. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ohio.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
so yeah, you guys are going to be down in enemy territory for the NFL draft.
Yep.
Steve and I were talking about. I'm kind of debating if I want to go to the watch party thing because I got it's one of those. It's a Thursday night, so Friday night two of the draft. I'm planning a watch party. Like you're
Mhm.
welcome to come on. I'll send you and Lana the invite. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be there for night two or not. Probably not. You'll be here,
No,
hopefully.
we're just doing one night and coming back.
Yeah. So for night two, it starts at 7. You could pop in and out, however, just hang out because the Browns are picking in the second and third round. and then we'll do it there. So I'll make sure to invite you guys, and make sure I'll let Lana know as well. And Yvette can come. I have not seen Yvette or talked to Yvette in a long time, so I'd love to have her on. I'd like to see how she's
Yeah,
doing, and
she's
I hope
doing
she's doing
great.
better with her. She was on X complaining of sciatica, which is, I hope she's okay.
I
Yvette,
know
I hope
that
you're feeling
pain.
better. Yeah,
I
it's
know
not
that
fun.
pain.
It's not fun. So
Not at
she's
all.
been hurting, but
Yep.
but otherwise I think she's. I see her posting stuff and questions and poll stuff all the time. So she's pretty much her usual self. So she's doing great.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, we'll be doing that. But yeah, I think I wonder what did Christine send me? Oh, no, never mind. I'm not going to talk. I can't repeat it. Roll your eyes back all you want, Lysandra. But it's. I honestly think the reason why I'm hesitant about going, because I know if I go thinking they're going to pick at 6, they're going to trade down to 12. I'm going to be there till midnight or something. I'm just like, are they going to? You know what I mean? I'd rather
Mhm.
just, yeah, because I went to the Journey concert last year, and that was fun. I had a blast.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to go to the draft because I've never been to a draft. So
Hmm.
I just want to go for the content, take
Yeah,
pictures, have a good
have
time.
fun,
So
have a blast. Absolutely.
yeah, I'm excited to go.
Hmm.
So yeah, the plan is for the three of us to go, take some video.
Good.
And I got I signed up for that like NFL One Pass.
What
It's
is
like
that?
a to get into all of the different um activities that they have, I guess, at the draft. It's called like NFL One. You got to check it out.
NFL One, is that like oh, okay, is that with the NFL app?
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
then you register yourself, go into an event, and you should be able to like do the different things in there. I don't know. I've never done it. I tried it. This is my first time, but there is an NFL One app that it goes that it's associated with.
Cool.
Mhm.
I know Posh would be remiss if I didn't go over the UFL numbers today. She's my big UFL
I
correspondent.
know. I haven't followed UFL lately. I've honestly like been
She sent me something
doing
about the
basketball
TV ratings.
parlays
Yeah,
and
where they
losing.
had 600,000 viewers for the Columbus Aviators Orlando Storm. So
Yeah.
they're averaging 750,000 viewers per game.
Hmm.
938 for the DC Defenders against the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Hmm.
Houston Gamblers at Dallas Renegades at 720. So yeah, Birmingham Stallions had about 650. So it's not too bad. But spring football is pretty cool to watch. I like watching it.
Is
So
it so?
yeah,
Are there any standout players that we should be looking at that might be NFL prospects within the UFL?
I haven't been paying that close attention to it. I would say the one thing the UFL has helped with NFL teams is specialists like punt returners, kickers,
Yeah.
and punters, like place
Okay.
kickers. Like Andre Schmidt was St. Louis Battlehawks, and he was like money in the preseason. So when he had his bad first game,
Hmm.
I was shocked. But but that's what I would say was just watch like specialists, like your returners, your kickers, and your punters are the people to look for there. That's really what it's good for. You never know. You never know. You can find a star coming up there. Um, last thing I was going to ask you about the schedule. Well, God, we're like 3 weeks away from the draft.
Hmm.
The schedule is probably going to be coming out. Are you planning on making it to any games this year, or are you planning on coming opener? Because I know the opener last year was Spiders and First Lady's wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't actually go to the game, but I do intend to go to a few games this season. So,
I'll
yeah, I
be
mean, I do
I'll be there
intend to
for
go.
one.
Yeah, I intend to actually go to the Muni and party with everybody, but I
Hmm.
definitely intend to go to several games on top of it. I live close enough to where I can just go to some of the tailgates and engage and
Hmm.
not go to the game, but I
Hmm.
do want to go to a few games this season. I want to bring my kids too because they seem to be super into the Browns right now, which makes me really happy. So,
Well, good. Well,
yeah.
my girls are. They see a football game and they ask if it's the Browns are playing. That's what they
Mm.
ask me. It's
Yeah,
funny. They're 10 and 8.
that's
They're
funny.
young. Yeah,
That's funny.
it's a fun age. It's a very fun
Hmm.
age. But I wanted
Yep.
to say Having daughters with football is something I
Yes.
did not know what to expect when I became a girl dad. So, so
Well, I mean, it's not even about being a girl dad. Like, I was such a tomboy growing up, so for me, some of the things that they like are very foreign to me, like dolls and all that stuff. But um,
you were a tomboy growing up, really?
very much so. Just
Okay,
a sports head in general, and
that's fine.
yeah, like my youngest is actually, she really loves soccer. She
Hmm.
loves Trinity Rodman. She loves Messi, and she's taken an interest into watching football, and she cheers for the Browns. So I love that. But she'll sit down with me and ask questions, and she's starting to understand the game. My oldest, she played some flag football, but I feel like my youngest is more into the football than the oldest. So yeah,
Okay. No,
yeah,
I'd say my youngest. But you met her. She's the one that gets
hmm,
into the. She's the more sports heavy one
yeah,
versus the older one,
yeah,
which is fine. But I think I'm looking forward to because I plan on keeping my season tickets at least through one season at the new stadium.
yeah,
Is that someday I could take them to games when they get older, and I could
yeah,
I'd love to do that. I can't wait so that they can
yeah.
get that experience. And I think when the new stadium opens, it's 3 years. My oldest will be like almost 14 at the
Hmm.
time, and my youngest will be like 12. I think that's a pretty good age, maybe.
That's a good age for them to actually appreciate it. I feel like when they're super young.
Toe a toe with the Aviators. Pasha's was high on toe a toe with the Aviators. Yes, she was. And he says, "What's that? It's girls flag football is becoming big here in Ohio." Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is. Browns are doing a
Yeah,
lot of
it
work with
was.
that.
Yeah, the girls' flag football was pretty big. It was starting to get big out in Denver before we moved, and I had my daughter go into that in middle school, and
Hmm.
that was really fun to watch. So, yeah, I love that flag football in general is becoming something that girls can get involved in.
Yeah, that's
Um,
great. Hmm.
yeah, I can remember growing up and people would talk crap about girls that, they shouldn't play basketball, and now we're doing flag football, and,
Who said they shouldn't play basketball? I mean,
oh my
they
god, you
always
have
been
no
girls'
idea how
basketball
much
teams.
crap was talked when I was younger. Like, it was just like girls don't play sports, or girls shouldn't be good at this or that, and yeah, it happened all the time.
Mm, okay. Well,
Yeah,
my girls, I well, if you,
it's a different time now.
is cheerleading a sport? Because I had one that cheerleaded and I had the other one that played basketball.
I would have to say that cheer. God, I had my feelings about it when I was younger, but I feel like cheerleading has become more competitive and definitely is a sport. I feel like back in the day it was more trivialized and like, like yay. But cheerleading
Hmm.
now is like definitely something competitive, and just
Now they,
watching how they compete. Yeah,
yeah, now they both do
definitely a sport.
gymnastics. They like
Yeah,
gymnastics. So,
lots of gymnastics. Like, I
mhm.
respect art very
Oh yeah,
much so. I
I said.
respect craft.
I told him
Hmm.
if you want to do it and you commit to it, stick to the
Yeah, you got
commitment.
to commit. Go hard or go home, baby.
Exactly, exactly.
Yep.
Speaking of which, we talked a little bit about the new stadium. The
Yes.
groundbreaking will be happening by the end of the month,
Yeah.
and they're saying the 80-foot hole will be finished in September. They have to dig down 80 feet into the ground.
Yeah,
It's
because
going to
it's
be
supposed to
in
be.
yeah, it's going to be a one-story building because of the airport. It's going to be dug
Uh-huh.
in ground. Yeah,
Yep. Yep. And I guess it's going to be built to where it's going to be one of the fields that has like the closest, like most,
the
what do you
seats are
want
going
to
to be
call it?
really close.
Intimate
Yeah,
closeness to the field than any other field in the NFL, which I
it's going
think
to
is pretty cool.
it's going to be designed to be one of the loudest too. So
Yeah.
that's going to be fun. That's what like I said, I'm very happy that it's happening. I'm very happy it's happening.
Yeah, it's a long time coming. We need something good out here.
Oh, of course, we deserve it. We deserve a nice stadium. We deserve a good team, and I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. But Lysandra, I'm going to wrap this show up. I want to thank you for coming on here. Hang on. He said seats are closest to the field. Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I actually had a chance to talk to Steve today. Like, we were shooting the shit,
Mhm.
and we just. I kind of said to him, I said, "Well, let's just think about the schedule. It hasn't come out yet or anything, but if we have a good enough offense, we could split divisional games this year. We can win three." He's like, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, the AFC South, we could win two of those games." He said,
Yeah.
"Probably." I said, "NFC South, we could probably win two of those games." He said, "Yeah, that's 7 wins."
Yeah.
Right there. That's 7 wins. That's just thinking it logically. In the last three
Very
games,
doable.
Jets, Giants, Raiders. So I mean, you win
I
two of those three.
mean,
That's a 9 win
it's
season. Yeah,
it's totally doable.
it's not far fetched. It just depends on how
It
good our
isn't.
offense is going to be. Because
Yeah.
if you have a decent enough, a good enough offense to move the balls, get points, the defense isn't on the field and put in bad positions, and they take care of the ball,
Yeah.
we should be fine.
Yeah, we got a new coach that's changing the culture. So I feel like we have a really good chance to definitely being over a 7 game, maybe 10 to 11 games, who
Well,
knows?
I'm
But
not going to go that crazy, but
oh,
but
come on now. I have to have that false sense of,
yeah,
you know,
let's have the fan optimism. Well, okay, what are the Steelers doing? They're running back Aaron Rodgers and they hired Mike McCarthy. They're going to run back the same old, is what they're going to do, but without Mike Tomlin, essentially.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bengals. What if the Bengals lost Trey Hendrickson? They don't have a lot of money. They're not investing a lot. They're going to do it. They're going to invest a lot in the draft. They're going to hope for
Yeah. I
a
mean, they
draft.
kept their same coach.
Hmm.
So there isn't a change in regime there. I'm very interested to see what's going to unfold with that. My focus right now is, the Browns. I want to see how much the culture's changed with the Browns. Like,
Hmm.
I don't really give a crap about what the Steelers are doing. They're keeping their old quarterback. I mean, they're making a few changes here and there, but um,
They brought in. They
and
traded for Pittman, and
yeah, and then
it's just
and then you have like the Bengals. They kept their coach. Burrow, I'm not sure he's really happy where he is right now.
I don't
And
know.
I think they're trying to pacify him. And uh, yeah, I don't see, they have a lot of potential, but you know, I think
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
Hmm.
Baltimore too. It's hard to say about Baltimore what they're going to be, because
Yeah.
after that whole Max Crosby thing happened, and I said if that was the Browns and
Yeah.
that happened, we'd be ripped on by the national media.
Yeah.
Like we would be, and so
Yeah. It's easy to rip on the Browns on that kind of situation. But I also have heard that the Ravens are known that they've done that before. And so,
yeah, they pull crap like that. But the one last thing was the Todd Monken pitcher thing. Did you hear what happened? Like he missed the coach's pitcher at the team meetings, the NFL
oh
players
yeah.
meetings. And what happened was somebody changed the time, but nobody told him. He wasn't the only one that wasn't there. Him and McVay weren't there.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, but people were like,
He's
oh,
getting
well,
his haircut.
he was getting his haircut. He said, wait a second, that's not till 1. And
Mm,
it's like, yeah, but you didn't tell me the change of the time, so we
yeah.
missed it. So it was ridiculous, and people overreact, or even like, I don't know. I don't think that's indicative too much of what's
I
happening,
think
but
that people put too much stock into what's going on in the off season. I mean, we could sit there and have an undefeated preseason and still be shitty, as that's happened and been proven before. So,
hmm.
I have decided that I'm not going to put too much stock into, one, what's happening in the preseason, and two, all the other bullshit and all the other antics that are surrounding it. Because at the end of the day, what is done, and what will be. And when we go into game 1 of the season, it's go hard or go home for the next 18 games of the season, or
Que
17,
sera,
or whatever the hell
sera.
it is.
Right? Que sera,
Yeah.
sera. There,
Yeah.
there was something else that, oh, yeah, yeah, here we go. Spider posted this meme, and it said worst records in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, last 10 years, you have the Jets and the Giants are the
Hmm.
two worst. We're third, and I said, well, if you wait 2 more years, and those 1 in 31 years are going to be past 10 years, we're not even going to be that bad, because we're only
No.
we only 2 wins away from being
It's
fifth.
easy to talk shit about the Browns because of our history and everything, but at
Yeah,
the end of the day, we're not as shitty as everyone thinks.
No, we're not, and we're not as good as we might think we are, but we're also not as bad as other people think we are. So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think we're somewhere in between. We got to wait to see how the season goes, and I'm just want to see. Let's see what they do. Let's see how the draft goes,
Yeah.
and we'll go from there. But
Hmm.
Lissandra, again, thank you very, very much. It's always a pleasure to have you. Tell your husband James I said hello. Tell your girls I
Yeah,
said hello. Guys,
of
thanks for
course.
commenting. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm about to play off the music because I don't play the same theme music. I do the. What did I do? Where's that music at? I got it. I got it. Here it is. Here it is. It's the hold music. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the show music. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. And Lasana, where can people find you or your content?
Oh my gosh, we are at Bougie Sports on YouTube and Real Squad Pod on Twitter, as well as Bougie Sports and Ravina Lissandra, Struce Fancy Girl. Like, we're all over the place, and we'll be looking to be bringing you content in the coming weeks with all of the fun stuff we've been doing.
I'm seeing Lana with a post from an hour ago on X shooting a bubble gun. A gun with bubbles. Just shooting
That's
it around.
funny. I
It's
don't know what
awesome.
she's up
She's got
to,
she's in a
but
ponytail. It looks like she's at a reception or a party or something.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, she had something to do. That's why we left opening day activities a little earlier. We got our round trip ride, and yeah, we were just
well,